Hi, this is Jes'ka Washington, and I wanted to stop here for a moment and talk to you because just in the true Million Minds fashion, I'm going to use this piece as a PD break for you and put that in my segment. But I wanted to talk today a little bit about questioning strategies and really building questioning in a teacher's classroom. Now, it's not a one-day training. It's not even a two. It takes a full week to a couple of weeks of developing strong questioning strategies in the classroom. However, it's one of the most essential tools needed for our students. We have to really build higher order thinking, comprehension skills, and also building that tick, I like to call, where students are just catching information and able to digest it for themselves, and then able to bring it back to you in different forms. So how do we get kids just to start with the basis of questioning? Well, thankfully to one of my clients and dear friend, we stumbled on an old technique that I used. And it's really not about students first. It's about teachers. What I mean about that is, if I were to ask you right now, just give me a question, you're probably going to say, okay, what is such and such, or how do you do such and such? And I say that because the what, the how are our key basis of understanding. Those are Bloom's taxonomy, a level 1. That's because we naturally go to what we know. We naturally go to what we talk about. And we tend to have conversations on that very, very basic remember level, not an analyze. So if I'm teaching in the classroom and just doing things on the fly, if I'm coming up with a question, I'm coming up with something on a lower Bloom's taxonomy lesson, even though I want to go higher. So the question is how do I, or how do you as a teacher, know when to grab those essential questions, how to grab those essential questions, and be able to do it without fumbling, without forgetting, without wrestling, trying to find your lesson plan and figure out where it is. Very simple. Post it. See, if you simply post it on the wall when I'm talking and engaging and I'm teaching my kids, and I say, you know what? Can I ask you a question? What were the main conflicts in the story? See, that simple glance gave me a higher order thinking question without me having to go off into different details or figuring out or trying to find it. So if you can take the question stems of the questions that you really want to use from your create, your evaluate, your analyzation portions of Bloom's taxonomy and just post them up in different places, what will happen is naturally in your regular conversation with teaching students, you're able to easily grab those questions and put it into the conversation. Guess what else is going to happen? Your students are going to see those same questions. So now when you're doing a think, pair, share, you can turn around and grab a question or have them look. Can you look at the green question number 3? Because I have my questions labeled up here. So green number 2 is this one. I have green number 3 in here. But I would say, hey, table 3, talk about question green 2. And they're able to build their own stem and bring that own conversation into what they are doing. So that's just a quick way for you to talk about questioning into the classroom. I'm going to give you one other small tidbit. That small tidbit is, how do I bring this in professional development? How do I make my teachers own this topic? I have an idea for you. So in the next PD opportunity that you have, the next time that you're coaching, get your group of teachers, maybe 4 teachers, and print out 10 of the question stems. And you tell that teachers together, hey, these are 10 question stems. How about you guys tell me the top 5 or the best 5? So then let your teachers sit there and go through and discuss with each other the best 5. From that conversation, you're going to say, you know what? Let's just focus on 2 question stems for this week. What are the 2 question stems that we are going to utilize as a campus? What are the 2 that we're going to turn around and discuss? Let the teachers decide. Why are we doing that? 1, now your teachers are actually authentically working with questions, determining how it can be used in the classroom, and they're getting ownership of that conversation. 2, they're also determining different ways to use it in the classroom. And in this PD, who did majority of the talking? The teachers, not you. So it goes from you telling people what to do until people actually discovering and finding ways to utilize it and make ownership. So now the team gets to decide the 2 questions that they're going for. And you can turn around and have separate groups if you want to have a group here, and a group here, and they can debate, battle out what are going to be our question stems for the school. But go 2, and then in the next week, get 2 more, and then the next week, 2 more. But what happens is now that the teachers are building their ownership for the questions, they're putting it up and they're utilizing it because they actually had time with the information. And it wasn't something that just wasn't given to them as a directive, it's something that they actually have ownership and can hold. That's just a little bit about how to start questioning in the classroom, how to start building that, how to at least create a foundation where we're using higher order thinking questions or more rigorous questions in a more natural and daily capacity. I hope this helped a little bit. Like I said, my name is Jes'ka Washington, and I'm here with another PD Breaks for You, just part of our company, A Million Minds Educational Conglomerate. I'll see you next time.